Alright guys, Shiba Inu has just released details about its most ambitious project of 2022 yet, introducing SHIB, the Metaverse. The announcement was released just as expected in the form of a detailed blog post. So today I'm going to break down this entire article for you, but instead of just reading out the whole thing for you word for word, I'm going to highlight just the main points which you're going to need to know. And I'm also going to illustrate some key metrics just to make it a lot easier to understand. My own opinion so far is that I found this quite impressive, as it gives me the impression that quite a lot of planning and work is going into this. And we're also going to have a guest at the new AAA game studio who has been contracted to work on the visual aspects of this metaverse. So let's get right to it. Welcome back to SHIB Planet everyone, this is Ace. SHIB, the metaverse, is now at its first stage of development and things are getting quite exciting. Okay guys, let's get right to it. According to the article, SHIB the Metaverse is going to be an immersive virtual environment where the community can interact, grow, share, and benefit together. It's going to be a massive virtual environment layered with beautiful visuals, complete with roads, corridors, avenues, boulevards, and hubs. And these spaces are going to be overlaid with beautiful art and virtual reality by a yet unnamed AAA game studio. And there's also going to be many opportunities to earn more tokens both during the introductory phase and also once the metaverse is actually complete. But I'm getting ahead of myself. And you'll be glad to know that in SHIB the Metaverse, all of the ecosystem tokens are going to play a crucial role, including SHIB, Leash, and Bone as well. This project promises to be an exceptional product, which is going to allow users to interact with new and existing partnerships and resources as well. And to that end, a brand new domain has been set up, shib.io, and this portal is going to be up and running in the next few days, according to the blog. Now, regarding the actual lands and map, SHIB the Metaverse is going to consist of over 100,000 plots of land, and some of those lands are going to remain locked and will be used for things like common grounds, like roads and hubs as well. This is actually an overview of the map, and each plot of land is actually a 10 by 10 square, and each section has a special significance which I'll talk about in more detail later. Anyway, during the introductory phase, over 36 plots of land are going to be unlocked and categorized into 4 districts called Growth District, Defense District, Technology District, and also the Currencies District. Now, it's important to know that location is actually going to determine the value of the land, and to this end, there's going to be 4 tiers of value available. Firstly, there's going to be Tier 4, which is called the Silver Fur, and the land there is going to be 0.2 ETH. Then there's Tier 3, which is called the Gold Tail, and it's 0.3 ETH. Tier 2, which is called the Platinum Paw, will be 0.5 ETH, half an ETH, and the top tier is Tier 1, which is called the Diamond Teeth, and this is where the fixed price will be 1 ETH. Now, the reason why ETH is being used instead of Shiba Inu ecosystem tokens is because land sales are actually going to be immediately cashed out or sold into stablecoins to pay for the AAA game studio contract and other metaverse related costs. Because if we were to use SHIB for these sales, it would mean that the price of SHIB would also crash, which is not what the Shiba Inu team is going for. Because if you add it up, these land sales will easily reach $60 million, assuming all the land plots are sold. And if people were going to use their SHIB ecosystem tokens, particularly SHIB, that would mean a huge fall for the price of SHIB as soon as it's sold for development costs. And I think this is actually quite a common practice for centralized projects, especially like the likes of Avalanche and a lot of those top 10 projects who've been known to raise hundreds of millions of dollars in funding for their own internal projects. So from that perspective, it makes sense for me. Also, SHIB the Metaverse is going to run on the Shibarium Layer 2 blockchain, which is currently under development, and the team has indicated that the Shiba Inu stablecoin SHI is also going to be an integral part in this metaverse experience. The exciting thing is that landowners are going to get to earn passive income and also gather resources and generate in-game rewards. I'll talk more about that later. Also, users are going to be able to customize their own personal space and build and manage their own projects on their own plots of land. And in addition to that, it looks like each district is actually going to have its own unique privileges and features, which are going to be revealed in later phases. I also like to imagine that this aspect alone is going to attract all kinds of businesses to have their own metaverse experience and presence. And I think this will be very good for the overall ecosystem. I've read a number of articles that the future is actually going to have multiple metaverses, and different businesses are going to want to have presences at least on each of them. Okay, I know what you're thinking. So, what's in all this for SHIB? Well, at face value, just the fact that this metaverse is literally called SHIB, this forever solidifies the brand in the crypto space. And in my view, its success will only draw more attention to the Shiba Inu token, especially as more crypto adoption grows. But also, you'll be happy to know that there'll be massive opportunities to burn SHIB, because similar to Shiboshis, landowners are going to be able to rename their individual plots of land at the cost of burning some SHIB. The burning process is going to begin at the end of the public sale. I've also calculated that if it costs the same amount to rename land as it does Shiboshis, then there's going to be over $3.6 million worth of SHIB which could potentially be burned, which is close to about 150 billion SHIB at the moment. But this could actually be a lot more, especially if it costs more to rename the different tiers of land, particularly the premium land. And for all you Shiboshi holders, there's actually a special area called the Shiboshi Zone, which has been created just for you. Here, there's actually 2,000 plots of land which have been sectioned off for Shiboshi holders. A wallet snapshot was taken around February, and about 2,000 randomly wallets were whitelisted to get a chance to mint some land. And there's also going to be no limit to how many can be minted, except for the overall limit which everyone has. And if there's going to be any plots of land left after the bidding event, then the remaining Shiboshi holders also get a chance to mint as well. Also, according to the article, the best thing is after locking in your assets, you'll immediately enter a pool where 3% of all the ETH land sales will be given back and distributed. This reward will be in a Bone token. And I've done some rough calculations, and it appears that there could be up to $2 million in rewards to be distributed among those who lock in their assets. I don't even think that you actually need to buy land. From what I read, it looks like you just need to lock up your leash, but I'll need to verify that. Here are some details regarding the first stage, which is the bid event. Users are going to be able to lock in their leash and Shiboshis via the shib.io portal. And this bid event is going to last for 3 days or 72 hours. And after locking in their assets, they'll be able to view the interactive map and place bids on whichever unique piece of land which they desire. Also, my understanding is that users will also be able to lock in their assets for an option of either 90 or 45 days. I think it depends on the amount which you bid for as well. And the 3% ETH rewards will also be available during this round and all the rounds actually. And this feature is really good for the stability of the leash price, which is probably going to go through the roof during this phase, just like with the Shiboshis. And then after this stage comes the second stage, which is called the holder event. Now this stage, it lasts for 7 days, and it's designed for those leash and Shiboshi holders who didn't get any land during the first stage. Now this stage is going to have a fixed price mechanic as per those prices described earlier. And at the end of this stage, holders are going to be able to mint their land, and then after that, the next stage comes. And this is the public final stage, the public sale. And then pretty much everyone is going to be able to openly claim any remaining land. And finally, at the end, the article states that a new AAA game studio is going to go under contract for the development of all the artwork and visuals for the SHIB metaverse. My guess is that it's going to be Petoni Studios, because these guys are the ones responsible for particularly this 3D piece of artwork here. I do know that they're an extremely talented studio, and their work is quite phenomenal. They specialize in realistic 3D artwork rendering, so if it's them, I'm quite excited to see with what they come up with. But I'm not sure if Petoni Studios is actually a game studio though, because I do know that they're graphics designers. But if that's the case, then I really wonder which game studio is going to get this contract. Maybe it's going to be PlaySide again, but I'm hoping that it's going to be someone else, just so that SHIB can continue to grow its portfolio of who we have worked with. Before I continue guys, I recently received my physical crypto coins from Minted Crypto USA, and they're much better than I expected. If you guys are interested in actually owning your own realistic, high quality physical collectible coin of your favorite crypto, whether it be SHIB, Doge, Bitcoin, or any others, you can get them at their website. They now have really fast shipping options available within the US, and each coin comes individually cased in a clear protective case. I'll leave my affiliate link in the description. And that is it for today's review of the article, guys. Remember, this is actually just the introductory phase, and we're going to get to hear a lot more when everything else continues to progress. I'm quite excited that there's going to be more SHIB burned through this, and I'm also getting the impression that most transactional type of activity is going to be burning SHIB in this metaverse. So it'll be quite interesting to see what this will look like when everything is up and running. Anyway, if you enjoyed this update and this style of covering, the best way to continue to support my channel is just by hitting the like button and also leaving a comment below. Also, in the comment section, guys, what did you think of today's metaverse update? Do you think that it's going to be a success? I'd really like to know your opinions, and just let me know what you think. Otherwise, thank you once again so much for watching, everyone. This is Ace. Peace.